Wellness by choice, not by chance. I am Amy Rose Sager, registered dietitian. I have an office in East Sandwich, Massachusetts, specializing in food sensitivities, integrative and functional medicine, and plant-based nutrition. Welcome to Leap into Wellness. Today I have with me a guest. His name is John Piroski, and he has made some big changes in his diet that have affected his health. And today I'd just like to start out by talking about a little bit about his background and where he comes from. So tell me, John, where did you actually grow up?
First of all, it's good to be here with you, Amy. And I grew up in former Yugoslavia, actually Croatia today, about 20 years ago. It was a war there. And we have now 7 different countries, so I'm from Croatia.
Okay. And tell me about the diet that you grew up eating in Croatia.
Typical diet in Croatia is a continental diet is mostly meat. The major thing is I'm talking about the major meal, which is lunch or dinner. Meat with potato and lots of bread, olive oils, and different salads. And there is also Mediterranean diet, which is along the coast because we have beautiful Adriatic Sea, and the main diet is Mediterranean diet with lots of pasta, fish, olive oil, cheeses, 8 cheeses, and typical drink is wine, red wine.
Okay, so you grew up eating a lot of cheese.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, cheese is something that I loved, specifically 8 cheeses that they are coming from the islands, and one of the islands is island of Pag, and it's called Paški sir, or cheese from Pag.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there's the real stuff. Okay, so now how long have you been in the United States?
For 25 years.
Okay, and what type of diet had you been eating all along?
For past 27 years, I've been vegetarian.
Okay.
Before that, I was eating all kinds of foods, but specifically kosher food and the food that is emphasized in the Bible, what is clean and what is unclean. But while I was vegetarian, I was eating lots of cheeses. I love feta cheese, all kind of 8 cheeses, Italian cheeses, Greek cheeses, and I was not too much into the eggs, but cheese was that I would eat every day, almost with every meal. Okay,
so cheese was definitely a big part of your life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and especially coming from Croatia, where you say it was.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, so even though you're a vegetarian, usually they say vegetarians usually have a lower risk of diseases. But you, did you have some changes in your health that came along that was a problem?
Actually, I did. I thought that I'm doing the right thing and that I'm healthy. And it was exactly 5 years ago when I went to my regular annual checkup. I was at that time in New York City, and they discovered that my cholesterol is way high, specifically LDL cholesterol.
Okay.
And my doctor was concerned, and they put me immediately on medication. I was put on Lipitor, and I was thinking, look at me, I'm thinking that I'm healthy. I'm at the age of 45, and now I'm on Lipitor, and I thought that I'm going to be for the rest of my life with medication, which was totally strange to me.
Okay. So when you say your LDL is high, just for those of you out there who don't, it's hard always to keep those straight, the good cholesterol, the bad cholesterol. I have a little way of kind of remembering it. The LDL are the little devils. Those are the ones you don't want, okay? And the HDL are the heavenly ones. Those are the ones you want a lot more of, okay? So that's just a little trick to keep that in mind. So you had a lot more of the little devils, the ones you don't want more of.
That's right.
Okay.
And I was totally surprised. I was shocked. How this could happen to me.
Okay.
And I was thinking maybe it is genetic or who knows what it is. But my wife was suggesting to me, she said she heard about some special treatment down in Georgia in a place called Wildwood, and she said, let's go there. And I was resistant. I said, no, I don't want to go there, but somehow she convinced me, and we ended up there in the place called Wildwood. It's a hospital and a lifestyle health center.
Okay, okay. So is it one of those places where you go to kind of change your lifestyle? Do you go there? How long did you spend there?
Actually, they have a program 16 days at that time, and it was 11-day program. So we ended up with the 11-day program.
Okay.
It is to change your lifestyle, yes.
Okay. So, and so tell me a little bit about what a day would be like there. So this is Wildwood Lifestyle Center in Wildwood, Georgia.
Yes. Yeah. First of all, when I came there, they did all kinds of testings. If there is a time, I just want to tell you an interesting story. When I came there, I came with every year I would get bronchitis in New York City, and then I would try to go naturally. It didn't work. Then I would end up with the doctor with the antibiotics. So it was exactly the time when I was going there. For 4 nights, I couldn't sleep. We arrived there at 2 o'clock afternoon. They got us there, and I said, I just want to go and sleep. But I couldn't sleep. Immediately when I lay down, I would cough. So they told me, can you please come with us? They did all the checkup. You have, since it is a hospital, they did all your vital signs, your blood and everything. And then they assigned a coach to you. And the coach came to me around 5 o'clock in the afternoon and said, come with me. And I said, oh no. I said, I just want to rest. He said, just come with me. So they got me in a place, and it was called hydrotherapy, which I never used before.
Hydrotherapy.
Hydrotherapy.
Hydrotherapy. So hydrotherapy meaning water therapy, because hydro means water.
That's right. It was a water therapy. And it was a simple thing. They said, okay, this shower, we are going to start with 96 degrees water, hot water. You're going to be for 3 minutes. And then we will go with the freezing cold water for 30 seconds. Then we will increase to, I think it was to 103 or something. Actually, the last was 116 and 30 seconds cold. I screamed. I was totally red. I said, I'm going to die. I had hard time breathing. And then with the cold water came, I was screaming. And after that treatment, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, another 3 minutes, 30 seconds, ending up with another 3 minutes, 116 degrees and 30 seconds. And then he put the blanket on me. He said, go to bed. I went to bed. I slept like a baby. The cough was gone, just like this.
Oh, so you actually had some natural remedies done on you too.
Yeah,
you were going there to try to learn about eating and health, but you actually had a natural remedy of water therapy used on you.
That's right. And in the morning, I was convinced. I said, this is good. This might work.
Okay, okay. So a day, did they give you lectures, or did they have?
Yes. In the morning we have, actually early in the morning you go and you have a little get together. Then we go for a breakfast. Then there is what they call digestive walk. You go for a walk for a mile or 2. And then after that there are a few lectures that you have. And then we go for hydrotherapy or massage therapy again. And then after that is you go for 15 to half an hour on a sun. Then a light exercise. Then it comes lunch, and again digestive walk. And then you go to another exercise or some talks, and then after that you just get lemon water in the evening, and that's all.
Okay.
And then you go to bed early.
Okay, so you were doing a lot of exercise. They had you exercising.
They do, but it is a light exercise.
It
was a
wasn't
really
intense.
surprise. No, it was not intense.
Yeah.
But very powerful.
Very powerful.
If we do for 15 minutes or 30-minute exercise just outside, it was all my muscles were tense after that.
Yeah, stretching.
Yeah.
Okay, which is important as you get older, because a lot of people lose their, ability to stretch, and so flexibility, which is very important.
That's right.
So, and tell me a little bit about, did they have cooking lessons or cooking?
Yes, they do. Yes,
Yeah.
they do have wonderful cooking lessons every day.
Yeah.
They teach you how to prepare the meals, what to do, and they give you lots of recipes, which I have them here, and which we implement later on. It was good. And they always recommend, if you're married, to go together as a couple, because then you're going to support each other after.
Yeah, because that makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot easier when two people go together.
That's right.
Okay,
yeah.
so your wife went with you then?
That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
she was with me. But what was so interesting, when they took my vital signs, actually blood, right at the beginning, the cholesterol was still the same. Even I was using Lipitor, it was still high. So it takes you, the first day when you come, they take your vital signs, and they take the night day before you're going to leave. You're leaving on 11th day, so 2 days before you're going to leave, they take your vital signs.
Okay.
So I just need to tell you, it was amazing. I think I do have my papers to show also. It was in a period of 9 days.
9 days.
9 days, my cholesterol went totally to normal. Everything went to normal.
Okay.
LDL, everything went to normal. And I couldn't believe when I saw that. And it was only because all those elements, specifically diet, it was a strict vegan diet.
Okay, so a plant-based
Plant-based
diet.
Plant-based
Okay.
diet, yes.
So, all right. Give me an example of something that you might have had there to eat.
For example, breakfast, they put all kinds of nuts and seeds. And then either oatmeal and with soya milk or something. And then there is a piece of bread. There was always garlic. There was always olive oil and around there. And the lunch, it would be a main dish and lots of salads, and plenty of salad. And it was actually it was good tasting food.
Okay.
I always thought that the plant-based diet doesn't taste so good, unless you put some cheese or something.
On it.
But it was delicious.
Okay. So it was basically you got rid of the cheese and everything. So they weren't doing cheese.
They were not doing cheese. They were also teaching you how to make an alternative to cheese, which is always based with the cashew.
A cheese out of cashews.
Yes.
Okay.
Cheese out of cashews.
Might be able to show that sometime to our listeners, how to make cheese out of cashews, which probably a lot of you have never heard of. So it's something that you can use in place of cheese. So. You said you had some of your results, you said, with you?
I don't know if they are here.
Oh, okay.
I just grabbed this when I was coming here.
Okay, well, we can wait on
check.
that,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
But your cholesterol went down a significant amount.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So did you end up coming off Lipitor?
Oh, yeah. Immediately when I came over there, they said, we are going to stop Lipitor. We will deal with this. So since then, there was no problem with cholesterol whatsoever. I was just last Friday on my regular annual checkup, and it was perfect.
Okay, your cholesterol was doing okay.
Not just cholesterol, everything else.
Everything else.
Everything else.
Okay.
My doctor told me that most of the people, not some people, he said, most of the people will envy your results
Okay.
at this age.
Okay.
Which I'm very happy about it.
Okay, okay. So that's good. It made a big improvement only in a very short time. And a lot of times when you can think about a vegetarian diet, a lot of people, I mean, vegetarian really could be, somebody could eat junk food and be a vegetarian. Right. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're necessarily eating healthy, but sometimes people don't realize that cheese can have such a powerful effect on even cholesterol level and on your health. So being able to cut that out, which is a real challenge sometimes. So what might you have now to eat? What might be some of the things that you might eat in, for lunch?
Right now, for example, I'm going to tell you what I ate today.
Okay. Go
Not
ahead.
to go through every day. Morning, if you come to my place, in the morning, you're going to have at least 8 or 9, probably not 8 or 9, 10 different types of seeds and nuts. They're all there in different containers on a table. And then there is oatmeal, and there are different kinds of oatmeals. There is dry fruit. They are not with no sugar added or anything, just dry fruit. And this is what is my breakfast, and I call a power breakfast. And I ate this, and it gives me energy and all the nutritions that I need for the day.
Okay.
Lunch.
Do you use milk in your oatmeal?
I do use soya milk.
You
yes.
use soy milk?
Yes,
Okay.
soya milk. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, lunch this summer I was just on mostly on a raw because I love tomatoes, and I have my own organic garden. If I don't have something, I go and buy on the organic farm here in Sandwich, and I usually make a big salad with the tomatoes, cucumbers, and take some bread, and that's all.
Okay.
That was my lunch today.
That was the lunch. Do you have any
Yes.
beans or anything like that?
I do. Yesterday I had beans, yes.
Okay.
Yesterday it was beans, and my wife made a delicious soup. I think it was made of spinach soup, and and we had beans also. I added to my salad. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's one thing that everybody always said, can you get enough protein on, a
Oh, yes.
vegetarian, plant-based diet? So.
or you can get plenty of protein. There are many different things. For example, beans, we take rice and all the other things, potatoes, and you can mix and do all kinds of different things.
So now that was, let's see, how many years ago did you go to this place?
That was 5 years ago.
Okay, 5 years ago. And recently, did you had some other changes just recently?
Actually, even being vegan, you can develop bad habits. You can overeat, and you can eat actually at the wrong time. Mm-hmm. And that was one of my biggest challenges, because as I do work with people, specifically in the evening, I would come home late in the evening and I'm hungry and I would eat. And that developed lots of weight on me. And I said, I need to change some things. And then when I would eat in the evening, I would skip my breakfast.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
hungry in the morning.
Yeah, and that what happens with a lot of people don't realize is when you skip breakfast, you get into that mindless eating, and you're ready to, your body's saying, hey, we need to make up for those calories now, so give me some food. So, and
exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you didn't really have that real get up and go and the energy to...
No, there was no energy and anything, and then we changed. We went up. We went actually I changed, and I said it's time to change. And actually my doctor which is a very good doctor, was suggesting that to me. So I started eating my breakfast. That was the first thing. Regular exercise.
Okay, regular exercise.
And then it was going to skipping evening meals, eating the second meal during the day, And that was it, and that made tremendous changes.
Okay.
And also proper sleep. You know, if you don't eat in the evening, if you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night, that makes tremendous changes.
Yeah. Okay. So you.
So I can tell you that I lost 32 pounds.
You lost 32 pounds?
I feel I'm full of energy.
You're full of energy,
Yeah.
and you're ready to go.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. So this, you know, switching to the plant-based diet has really helped you take out something like Lipitor, which has so many side effects, you know, when you stay on it for a long period of time. And a lot of people think that, sometimes they can't come off of these medications. Of course, we never recommend that somebody comes off the medication without their doctor's approval, but there is ways by definitely changing your lifestyle and eating more of a plant-based. It can really have a huge effect on your overall health, as we can see with you, definitely. So, we hope to, in the future, maybe show some plant-based meals and demonstrate some plant-based meals. And what does a plant-based meal look like?
That would be excellent, because a lot of people, they don't know how to do it. They always think, what am I going to eat if I don't eat food that is not plant-based? So that would be, it would give lots of people ideas what to do and how to do it.
Mm-hmm. And it's a challenge sometimes, because it's an emotional, food is such an emotional,
Oh, yeah.
It has a lot to do, we are very tied to our food a lot. So, and I'm sure, like, coming from Croatia and giving up the cheese was certainly
it is a challenge also.
Yeah. So
specifically when I go back, and in every house there is a cheese or fish or wine and all kinds of things.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you being with us today and being the guest and sharing your experience with your changes in your lifestyle. And thank you for being on Leap into Wellness today.
Thank you for having me, and I just commend you, Amy, for what you're doing.
Wellness by choice, not by chance. I am Amy Rose Sager, registered dietitian. I have an office in East Sandwich, Massachusetts, specializing in food sensitivities, integrative and functional medicine, and plant-based nutrition.